If you were looking forward to seeing my beautiful face or my amazing background with the bed and the shoebox or my awesome intro, I'm sorry, but you won't be getting any of those for this video because this is actually just a rant, and I actually didn't feel like setting up anything to get prepared for. I didn't feel like getting on a shirt and putting on a hat and turning on the lights and changing my camera. I apologize. So what you want to get instead is one of my more old school style recordings that I used to do way back. If you went back and looked through season 1, you will know I never used to have a camera. I used to only show gameplay and give you my voice. So that's what we're going to do for this video. I hope you don't mind. I hope I can still keep your attention, and I hope you still give me your time. This video is going to be about YouTube. I know everybody knows that I hate Twitch with a passion, but that does not mean I don't hate YouTube almost as equal. Don't confuse it. I might upload to YouTube, and this is where I decided to place myself as a creator, but it wasn't because they're this great site that I just enjoy and love so much. They're like the default option. I didn't want to be a streamer. I wanted to be an uploader so I could really showcase my creativity. I'm not going to upload to Daily Motion. Who has a Daily Motion account? Hands up. If you have a Daily Motion account right now, hands up. Nobody's hands is up right now. I'm not going to upload to Vimeo because I don't even know if you can make a Vimeo account. I'm not even sure what that site's about. Does anybody remember VidMe? Me either. That's the point. When you want to be an uploader or a creator and you want to showcase videos, you go to the site with the biggest potential audience growth, and naturally that is YouTube. And that's what most people tend to do, is they upload to YouTube because it is the biggest audience you can reach, and that gives you the potential for growth far more than any other site would. And because of that, YouTube knows they have like a monopoly on that style of site, so they're pretty shitty towards its creators, and they're pretty shitty as a system and algorithm towards us. And I know I'm no longer considered a small creator, but I still deal with a lot of shitty issues that I'm sure a lot of you deal with if you upload, and I know a lot of you do because I read the comments. Come on. One of my main things I hate, of course, and I've talked about this before, is the fact that monetization is so random. It's so random, and you cannot control it, and you don't know when or where or how or why they're going to take money away from you when you upload a video. You just get a random little yellow money sign on your video with no explanation, no email, no details. It's just there. And to a lot of people, that's not a big deal. To me, it used to not be a big deal. I used to be okay with them taking my money away because I wasn't making that much money anyway when it came to uploading videos. This was back when I was getting maybe 50 or 100 views. I didn't give two fucks if they took my money away because I wasn't making any. All I wanted to do was reach my audience and make sure everybody who supported me was entertained. But then as I grew, I learned that that little money sign, that little yellow money sign, doesn't just represent how much money you make. It also represents how much support your video gets. YouTube is so shitty that not only do they want to control and limit you as a creator and make it so you can't say what you really want to say, you can't upload what you really want to upload, you have to really be nice, and you have to really be family friendly. Even though they have a YouTube Kids app, they make the main YouTube just as family friendly as that app, and if you don't do as they say and do as they want, not only will they take your money away, they also take away the attention for your video. You don't get your video in recommendeds, you don't get your video in people's sidebars on their homepage. They already hide the sub box, so you have to really dig for that creator's content. You know, if you sub to anyone like me or whoever who's a little bit less family friendly, who's a little less YouTube lovey-dovey, this is for the kids type of content, you have to look and search for our videos half the fucking time. You don't get notifications even though you turned on the notification bell. Sometimes they're so late they don't even tweet my shit out sometimes when I clearly have it set to automatically tweet when I upload, so my Twitter followers know that there's a video up. They won't even do that sometimes. They'll turn off the notifications, recommendations, feature, anything, and of course you won't get ads. And the reason they do that is because if you can't get ads on your video, which that yellow sign means, then they gain nothing by showcasing that video to people and bringing traffic to it because they don't make money off of it. And since they don't make money off of it, they don't give two fucks if it succeeds and gets the viewers it's supposed to get. Luckily for me, I'm so fucking dope that my videos go even without that green money sign because of people sharing them like you. Of course, people share them and people talk about them, and I have a strong impact on what I say. My videos still fucking go even when YouTube says no. My channel does well not because of YouTube having my fucking back. My channel does well in spite of YouTube not having my back. That's just lucky me. For most people, if you do what you want to do and you say what you want to say, YouTube says no way, not today. You do what you want to say, and you will not get paid. Say what we say or you won't get plays. And the most fucked up part about that is they don't even tell you what they want you to say. They expect you to just know and figure everything out on your own with no help or support from them whatsoever. Lord knows their little customer support is trash. You don't get to have a live chat with anybody until you get 25K, 25,000 subs before you can actually live chat with the YouTube person. Otherwise, you gotta do this long, drawn out emailing back and forth over days process. I feel for a lot of you who still have to do that. It's trash. But don't worry, even when you get a live chat, it's still pretty fucking trash. It's just slightly less trash because it's live and it's back and forth. It still takes like an hour of chatting with them just to get to some obvious conclusion that you can look up on your own, because they really don't know a lot. I've had to educate some of their customer support members on how to fix problems that I was contacting them about. But back to the monetization, as I was saying, when you upload and you get that yellow mark, they don't explain it to you. There's no bot message. There's no timestamp showing you when you fucked up. They don't tell you anything. And you know it's not that hard for them to do, because I dare you right now, upload a video with some music you don't have the rights to. 15 seconds, any song, upload it, see what happens. All of a sudden, the bot is the most amazing, most precise. It's like somebody's using iJob with aimbot. It's undefeated. It's got like a pinpoint laser, 100 times scope. It's jumping over loopholes and slicing and dicing your video and dissecting it into small fragments and give you all kinds of updates and news about why this video will not get you money now. It's so bad that I have videos private from like 5 years ago, way long ago, before I really even cared about YouTube. I just uploaded, but they had like soundtracks of games in it. To this day, just this morning, I got an email, video, privated 5 years ago, never been unprivated since then, telling me that video has now been copyright claimed. By who? By what? You're telling me that that video from that long ago is now all of a sudden copyright claimed. So that means you're just sitting around updating this bot with the latest firmware and updates and software and detectability, all these great things just to mess with people. But you can't tell me at what point in my video I cussed. You can't tell me at what point in my video I wasn't advertiser friendly. But when it comes to using music you don't have the rights to, you're getting paragraphs and essays about where you went wrong, how you went wrong, why you went wrong, when you went wrong. It's coming with resumes, essays, paragraph sources, referral links. It's crazy how much work they put into making sure you know why you don't get paid for music, but they don't tell you why you don't get paid for just your original content. It's my point. You don't know what you did in a 30-minute long video. They tell you nothing. They just said, nope, good luck. So your options are to take down the 30-minute video after you've already showed it to some of your subscribers, and now they don't want to rewatch it. So you've already tainted your views. You're not going to get a notification if you re-upload that video because you've already uploaded. You got to fight with the system and let it go back up. And they're not even going to tell you what you did to fuck up. So now you're going to upload it again the next day, wishing and praying, hoping that everything goes well, only for you to get that yellow mark again after you bleeped out every cussing word and you bleeped out every possible negative sounding thing you could have, either sneezes, everything that could have possibly triggered that bot to say that this video is not family friendly. You're still going to get that yellow check mark. Nobody's going to explain anything to you. You can go directly to YouTube's office. You can swerve up listening to Lit Poppy, pull up, how about the whip, walk straight in, look at the secretary and say, hey, this isn't working. I don't know what's going wrong, but I need answers. And in that moment, you're going to look around the room and you're going to see the most confused faces you've ever seen in your life. It's going to look like you walked into Papa John's and asked for a taco. Nobody is going to know what the hell you're talking about. And they're not going to be confused because they don't know what you're talking about. They're going to be confused because they're amazed and baffled by the idea and the thought that you think they know what they're doing. They are going to be blown away at the fact that you think that they know anything. They're going to say, oh, well, it's a bot and you can appeal it and maybe possibly we'll revert the monetization. We know you've already lost out on 10,000 views worth of ad money, but we'll revert it. And now the rest of the views that come in, you'll get ad revenue maybe, because there's been times where they will manually make it monetization friendly. After like the bot says no, they will manually fix it. And then strangely, it'll still go back to not monetized with no explanation. Do you want to continue to have that conversation with YouTube support? No, you don't. You just say fuck it and you give up on that video, even though you know you did nothing wrong. There's no one thing you can do to fix it. You just have to move on to the next video and accept that you just put in hours and days of work on a 30-minute video and got no money for it whatsoever. You just clocked in and worked overtime for this site, YouTube. You put in all the work, the OT, and you walk to the manager's office. You said, hey, where's my check? And he said, fuck you. You're gonna go, wait, why? No reason. And you just have to say, okay, all right, can't wait for my next shift. Can't wait to come back and do it again, boss. That's what YouTube uploading is. That's what that process and system feels like to a lot of people. And like I said, it's more than about the money, because it's also about, well, why aren't you promoting this video that has everything you asked for? High engagement, It has great watch time, a great like to dislike ratio, uniqueness, quality content. Well, why aren't you promoting it? Oh, because I said one word that the people who put ads on things don't like. The people who promote beer and all kinds of slander in their ads, they can just tell you that they don't like what I'm doing, and now I'm fucked. That's what you're telling me. My whole success train depends on people who promote shit that I don't even want them to promote on my channel. That's tough. I feel like it's absolute hell, and then once you do get monetization, it's even more hell. It's not reward, it's a punishment damn near. So where you have to now worry about your content, not if it's good quality and if it's entertaining, but is it good enough for this weak ass YouTube bot that you can't even talk to and nobody knows how to control? Apparently the bot just does what it wants all day every day, and nobody's controlling it, nobody's fixing it, nobody's tuning it up, nobody's putting oil on it, nothing. We just letting the bot run around and control this whole YouTube full of people because YouTube is trash and their customer support is trash. And I want you to know this rant, this monetization rant, like I said, I've snuck in little pieces of my irritation and anger towards YouTube about this before, but I've never actually just sat down and did a whole video for it, so I said I'll do it. The thing that triggered it is this whole recent Sony thing with copyrights and them just taking videos down and abusing the system, and nobody's stopping them because it's fucking Sony. It's $1 billion corporation, so YouTube's just letting them run willy-nilly to do what they want, and that's what really triggered me to just want to go on a rant. But I won't get into that in this video because this video is already long as fuck. So what I'll do instead is, if I do decide to rant on that whole copyright system of YouTube, which Lord knows I could because it's super trash as well, I will make that a part 2 and do it at a different time on a different day. But for now, this was just a rant about monetization and how trash it is and how it ruins YouTube so much. Of course, let me know how you feel about everything. I know there's a lot of you who are creators who want to express your stress. Let me know how you feel about all this shit down in the comments. Let me know how you feel for me and all the other people who create content. If you're just a viewer who sees and witnesses the struggle and the fight that we all have to go through as creators, let me know how you feel about it and how you've seen this kind of transpire from your point of view down in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on this video if you agree that YouTube is indeed trash, but it's the best thing we have for now. Until next time, of course, I've been the famous King Fame, and I am gone.
You think that it's easy?